Assalamualaikum and hello everybody. Welcome to our 7th video of arithmetic progressions. We have few more problems, about 3 to 4 problems remaining in our 4th main, and after that we'll be continuing with a new topic. Let us try to complete all the 4 problems today before we move on to the next topic. I hope you have understood what we are doing in this main. In this given main there will be 4 terms given to us, and the 4 terms after we'll have to verify whether they are in AP or not. How do we verify if they are in AP or not? We'll have to find out common differences or the value of D 2 or 3 times, and if that is same every time, it means it is an AP, and if it is not, it is not an AP. If it is not an AP, we stop the problem, but if it is an AP, we find out the next 3 terms, which is A5, A6 and A7. We have been doing this from last 3 classes, and you should be very much thorough with that right now. So let us see a question on the board. The question is A, 2A, 3A and 4A, and we'll have to verify if this is in AP or not. So let us start by taking the difference. The difference D is going to be A2 minus A1, which is 2A minus A. So A is like 1A. When I say A, it means it is 1A. 2A minus 1A is 1A. 2A minus 1A is 1A, and when I say 1A, I can write only A. So the first value of D is A. Let me go with one more difference, which is A3 minus A2. A3 is 3A minus A2 is 2A, and 3A minus 2A is also A. Okay, so far so good. We've got both the values same. Let us go with one more. A4 minus A3. A4 is 4A minus A3 is 3A, and 4A minus 3A. 4 minus 3 is 1A. 4A minus 3 is 1A. 1A can be written as A. Therefore, the value of D will be A. Since the common difference is same every time, or the common difference is A, it is an AP. So we'll have to write the conclusion. Since the common difference is A, it is an AP. So if this is an AP, I should find out the next 3 terms, which is A5. A5 will be A plus 4D. A plus 4 into, what is the value of D? Which is A. A plus 4 is 5. Is that right? Then A6, A plus 5D, which is A plus 5A, because D is A. A plus 5A is 6A, and A7, A plus 6D. A is A plus 6. Value of D is A. A plus 6A is 7A, and that is the value of A7. I hope you have understood this problem, and it was one of the easiest problems that we have done. Let us move on quickly to our next question. A square, A cube, A to the power 4, etc. So let us find out the first difference, which is A2 minus A1. A2 is A square minus A1 is A. Now let us go with little basics. So when it comes to subtraction of exponents, we learned what is exponents in previous classes earlier, right? Numbers with powers are exponents. So I have got A square, and if there is no power here, the power will be 1. So if you are thinking A square minus A power 1 will be A power 1, it is wrong. You can't subtract it like that. So there is no subtraction possible as such. But what we can at least do is we can take out whatever is common. So this is first term, this is second term. So in both the terms, common is A. Here also I have A, here also I have A. So after I have taken out common, I should write whatever is remaining. So in A square means 2 times A is multiplied. A into A is A square. That means I have 2 times A. Is that correct? Out of 2 times, 1 time I have already written common outside. 1 more time will be remaining, isn't it? That I will write inside. Therefore, A into A will become A square minus this A. From this and this only I had taken out common, right? That means this A is already outside. So nothing is remaining in this place. That's why when nothing is remaining, you should write 1. Because when you multiply 1 with anything, it becomes the same number. Even with letters. Just like 5 into 1 will be 5. Like that A into 1 will be A. So A into A will give me A square minus A into 1 will give us A, and that is the value of D first time. Second time, D is equal to A3 minus A2. A3 is A cube minus A square, A2 is A square. So again, what we have to do is, let us take out common. And how do we take out common? You always take out the number that has the smallest power. Now out of A cube and A square, which is smaller, definitely A square. So I will take out A square common and A cube. A cube means A is multiplied how many times? 3 times. A into A into A. That means 2 times I have already taken out A square. 1 more time will be remaining in cube. Right? So A square into A will give us A cube minus A square. So this entire A square is outside as common, outside the bracket. Therefore 1 will remain. And because there is nothing remaining, we will always name it as 1. A square into 1 will be A square. I hope you have understood how to take out common. You have learned that in our 9th and 8th already. So let me compare the values of D in both the cases. In case number 1, I got it as A into A minus 1. In case number 2, I get it as A square into A minus 1. Therefore, these two are different because I've got A here, I've got A square here. So the conclusion will be, since there is no common difference, it is not an A. I hope you have understood this. Let me go with the next question. Root 2, root 8, root 18 and root 32. Okay. So let me start with first difference, which is A2 minus A1. A2 is root 8 minus A1 is root 2. Now again, if you are thinking root 8 minus root 2 should be root 8 minus 2, 6. That is definitely not possible. You cannot subtract numbers with root just like that. So what you can do instead is write them in a way where you will get something as common again. So, but before coming to that, we'll have to try to simplify these root numbers. So can we write root 8 as 4 2s are 8? Okay, is that correct? Minus root 2. So whenever I have a number within root, like 4 2s are, that means this root belongs to 4 also and also to 2. That means this root can be written one time for 4 and one time for 2. I can separate the root for both the values. Right? So square root of 4 is 2 because 2 2s are 4. But there is no square root for 2. When there is no square root for 2, you will have to keep it as it is. So keeping that in mind, let us focus here. Square root of 4 is 2. But there is no square root for 2, so I will keep root 2. How did we get this? I have explained here. Please rewind the video and check once more how to separate the terms. Minus root 2. When there is no number, I can write the number before the root as 1. So how to subtract this? 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2. So root numbers cannot be subtracted. They have to be written just like that. But 2 minus 1 is 1. Is that correct? So 1 root 2 actually means only root 2. This 1 is also not required. So 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2 is 1 root 2. 1 root 2 can be written only as root 2. That is my first difference. Let me go with the second difference. B is equal to A3 minus A2. A3 is root 18. A2 is root 8. Let us simplify this. 18 can be written as 9 2s are 18 minus 8 can be written as 4 2s are 8. Is that correct? So when I have root of 9 into 2, what does it mean? Root belongs to root 9. I mean 9 and root also belongs to 2. I can separate it like that. What is the square root of 9? 3, because 3 3s are 9 and then I get root 2. So I will get 3 root 2. So square root of 9 is 3. But there is no square root for 2, so I should write it just like that. Minus square root of 4 is 2, but there is no square root for 2, so I should just write root 2. What is 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2? 1 root 2, and 1 root 2 means only root 2. So you can verify for one more value and you will definitely get root 2 as your common difference. So I will tell, since the common difference is root 2, it is an AP. Once this is an AP, what are we supposed to find? A5, A6 and A7. So that I will leave up to you. Please find out A5, A6 and A7 as your homework and tell me what will be the solutions. So this brings us to the end of first exercise, and this has helped us to identify what are the basic things that we need to understand in arithmetic progression. With the knowledge of what we have learned, in tomorrow's class we'll be starting a very new topic called as nth term of an AP. It's a very interesting topic. So before you attend tomorrow's class or watch the video for tomorrow's class, it is extremely important and essential that you know the basic knowledge of this chapter. Please go through all the videos in your free time and have this knowledge very fresh in your memory so that we can start our new topic and a very important topic. Thank you very much for watching the video, and please do submit your homework.